Oh, hey guys, J0. Mid-morning coffee break. Damn, hell, there's a bug in my coffee. Bugs are a good sign. Means spring's coming. Sitting outside, listening to the birds, having some holy crap, that's good coffee. God's glory at its finest right here, y'all. First off, thank you everybody who sent me suggestions and well wishes about my foot. Foot is much better. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did to take care of it. I didn't go and get a tetanus shot. I didn't go to the doctor or the hospital. And I do not recommend that anybody does what I did. I do not recommend that anybody, messes around like that with this kind of an injury, because it could have turned out to be a thing. If it had got really infected, that bad things happen with infections, especially when you get nasty ones. But oh, by the way, today is Friday, March 15th. Yeah, baby. Take that, mechanic man. I stopped and looked at my computer on the way out here. It's still a reason I know. Anyway, I think it was on Sunday, I think, this past Sunday is when I stepped on that big old nail out there. And Monday evening, it started feeling hot to the touch, started swelling up, and I could tell that something wasn't right. So, rather than go to the hospital, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't going to let it get out of control. If I would have seen that I wasn't going to be able to handle it, I would have gone to the emergency room or to the clinic down there and gotten a shot and gotten some medicine. But I wanted to see if I could take care of it on my own. If we were in emergency, injuries like this are going to happen. And I wanted to see if I could take care of it. So what I did on Monday evening, I could tell that something wasn't right down there, and it was really hurting, and it was starting to swell up, and it was turning red, and it felt hot to the touch. So that told me that it was starting to get infected. So I went to my my med preps, and I dumped 1,000 milligrams of amoxicillin and got it into my system. And then the next morning I took 500 milligrams and then 500 milligrams again in the evening, and I did that for 3 days, and I'm still doing it. I'm going to complete the 10-day thing to make sure I get it. So that's what I did, and my foot is feeling a lot better. It's not, I can get it back into my boot. The swelling's gone down. It doesn't feel hot. It feels good. It's really healing up well. So, like I said, I don't recommend it, doing what I did, but that's what I did, and it's taking care of it. I soaked it. I soaked it twice a day in Epsom salts. I took some charcoal and some baking powder and added a little bit of vinegar and made a paste. And after I soaked it, I put the paste. I put the paste on the bottom of it where the actual puncture wound was, just to see. I don't know if that helped any, but my thinking was maybe it would draw the infection, and if there was any infection or pus or stuff like that, out. But I couldn't really tell because of the charcoal made it black. So, but that's what I did, and it seems to have worked pretty well. And like I say, I just wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to experience taking care of an injury like that, because like I say, if I was in an emergency, we wouldn't have the benefit of just being able to run down to the clinic or run down to the hospital. And I wanted to take care of it on my own, just to have that experience, because now I know for future reference that I can do it because I've done it. And it worked out. Plus, if it ever happens with one of my children or like that kind of stuff, don't get me wrong, I will definitely take them straight in, to get a shot or to get looked at. I won't mess around at all. However, if we are on our own and there's an emergency, then I'll have already experienced what they're going through, and I'll hopefully be able to deal with it a little bit better. So I think it was a good learning experience, and I think it was a good thing to try to take care of on my own, just to get that, fixing an injury that could turn out to be serious. So that's what I did. Spring is almost on us, man. We're going to be doing some planting here, hopefully in the next week or so, depending on the weather. I like to get the garden going, the early stuff anyway, some lettuce, some cabbage, peas and onions and potatoes and stuff like that. Get them in the ground and get that going, like I say, weather permitting. So, because to me, that's prepping for me. That's prepping for next winter and next early spring. I don't have, years and years and years worth of stuff stocked up. I don't have the financial resources to go out and buy a couple of 100 pounds of something at a time. I can get a little bit here and there extra, but a lot of times we have to use it up by the time that we rotate through it a lot. We have to use it a lot of times. When times get really lean, which is quite a bit, then we fall back on the stuff that we managed to get that was extra beforehand. So we don't have hundreds and hundreds of pounds of food stocked up like a lot of other preppers and stuff do. To me, I rely on my ability to produce our food, and so like we're going to grow a bigger garden this year so we can can more to set it back for next winter and next spring. And then next spring we'll start the garden, and we'll kind of it's kind of a never-ending rotation that way. The ability to produce food. We got chickens and rabbits, and we're going to be getting some goats, and I'm going to look into building a little hog pen and get a couple of spring pigs. This is all stuff that it may or may not happen. I would like for it to happen, depending on resources that I'm able to get my hands on and stuff like that. So, but to me, that's why I don't really consider myself like a prepper, because I don't have stuff like that stored up. We depend on our ability to produce our food and rotate it through. So we spend the summertime and the fall collecting and harvesting and canning and preparing stuff for the winter and the spring, and then we'll spend next spring preparing for the following year, and we just keep doing it that way. So those are my kind of food preps. I'd ask somebody or somebody had asked me what I had on hand, and right now, being in early spring and late winter, I don't have a whole lot on hand, because it was a pretty rough winter around here. We had the power stuff was out a few times, and it's just how it is, and that's okay. It's I'm not complaining. It is what it is, and that's why God gave us spring and summer. So we can grow food for the winter and the early spring, whenever things are kind of lean. So. Anyway, guys, just wanted to sit down and hang out with y'all for a little bit, let you know, give you an update on the foot, and answer the question about how much I have on hand in my food preps. So, if there's any questions, feel free. I am way behind on my YouTube stuff. I apologize. I haven't had a whole lot of time, to be. It's been taking me a lot longer the last couple of days to get my normal stuff done every day, because I've been hobbling. But I'm still out getting it done. I don't want to sit around and cry about my foot hurting. So, I still got to get stuff and get out and get it done. It just takes me a little bit longer, and that's okay too. But I will get caught up on my YouTube stuff. If you've sent me a message or left a comment that I haven't responded to or asked a question, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can, and I will try to get caught up. So anyway, I guess that's it for now. Yep, guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. God bless me. Buzz, the end.